Good evening, everybody. Matrix here, and here's a list of stocks that I'll be watching and trading for September 25th. Okay, taking a look at the futures right now. What a massive day today. I mean, today was almost too easy on the short side. And with a big bounce, with a big drop like this, we are looking for, I guess, the normal reaction would be looking for a bounce. Now, looking at the futures right now, we closed a little weak and it's just going sideways. Really depends if we can get back above this 298 area or 2980 areas to recover. But we are holding, so that's and we're holding into some tight ranges, so that's a good sign, I guess. We have a lot of support down here. Take a look at the SPY real quick. Okay, so we are coming back down into this prior range that we have broken out of. 294, I believe it will want to test again. Tomorrow could be looking for something like this, like a day of consolidation, and probably ride back up to the 297.25s area. Okay, maybe 297.50, and then look for weakness there. With that said, the list in itself is kind of like the usual suspects from last night. And if you paid attention last night, my watch list was actually pretty solid there. Some calls that I made were pretty gold, and I personally am still swinging short on work. Now, let's take a look at work real quick here. Work, I said yesterday, the thesis was that I'm looking for a swing down to the 22 area where it meets this channel. As long as the stock breached this support zone, it was a short. So that's what I did. I got short at 23.90, and I'm still holding some from there. Since the stock closed under this support area, I am still holding, and I'm pretty worried free, as I did pay myself some at the flush here around this 23 area. So with that said, I'll be watching and maintaining a position on work until it gives me reasons otherwise. New tickers on the list will be Nike. They had a massive push move. Let's load up some drawings here. Nike had an earnings reaction, and basically they posted earnings report of Q1. It's a big surprise beat. Q2, they came out with the guidance saying that it's in line. For the year of 2020, they expect profit margins expansion of 50 to 75 basis points. So that's a very, very good sign with overall the market getting dumped on right now. Nike manages to squeeze out a big pop here, telling investors and boosting their confidence that they are getting profit margins increasing. The street love profit margins. So I do like this for long. Now over here, also some important news is that they are saying that they will launch their Nike app in China in the late of Q2. And with that said, the stock has broken all-time highs of 89, 85 here. So if I zoom out on the daily chart real quick, here we have the all-time highs, 89, 85. Okay, so this is the major inflection point. Stocks going to all-time high, I usually don't like to maintain a full short thesis on it, just because we don't know how far it's going to go. But taking a look at this right now, prior to earnings, we have Nike coming back up strong from their prior week earnings here. I believe their earnings was on this date on June 28th. Okay, or June 27th was their prior earnings, and from there we are holding. And after the dump, you see that this thing's going up strong. Intraday, though, I mean, throughout the day, we do see that we had a sell-off, so people were being a little cautious, and whoever held this or bought this around the 87 area, they hit the jackpot right now. And with the stock looking like this around the 87 area, this was support for whoever wanted to buy, and whoever did buy and still holding, they basically hit the jackpot. And tomorrow I expect them to sell into any kind of spike to take some profits. With that said, we have direct resistance above at 92.50, which is now the new all-time highs right here. So it topped out here a few times. I do like the first move tomorrow to be a profit-taking move, so I will look to take advantage of that short. So coming down here, we have the after-hour support of 91.50. As this move pushed up, it came back down and it bounced and proved that 91.50 held, right? And then the next level down, we have the whole number of 91 as well, coming here into the 5-minute chart. This 91 on the 5-minute chart is, first of all, is a whole number. Second of all, it held here around this area in the after hours breakout as well, and also the 50 EMA on the 5-minute chart. So that's the next level of support I'm looking at. Overall, I do like this stock on the bullish side, but I am anticipating a pullback first. So I'll be looking for a dip and rip scenario here. And I don't know if it can get up and over 92.50. We'll have to watch from there. This 92 area is very key. So depending on where the gaps up or gap down, they'll be very decisive for me tomorrow, and we'll have to judge the pre-market action using this 92 area as well. So looking for a pull in the morning, perhaps around 10 o'clock after price discovery, and then once it bases out, I will want to get long. And that's Nike. It's fresh on the list. Average true range $1.62. High institutionally owned at 84.6%, and expect analysts to come out with their ratings tomorrow. So last quarter, they have some sell ratings and negative ratings, right? With this surprise beat, they will definitely come out and chime in tomorrow and further try to hold up the stock. So we'll be looking at that tomorrow. And next up, new to the list, we have LYFT. Let's load up some drawings here. LYFT I like because it doesn't have fresh news. However, this is a technical breakdown, which is a pretty big deal. It's a big catalyst for the stock to be going to all-time lows. Okay, it's a broken IPO, and this is now a key support technical breakdown of 45, right? So on the daily chart today, we see the breakdown of 45 and then continue breaking down. Now it's sitting a little bit under the prior lows right here. So that's the first area I want to see the stock get stuffed at, which is at 43.41. I've marked it off right here around the 43.50s area. It's sold off a lot, so it's very overextended to the downside. I do expect if it holds this 42 tomorrow in the pre-market, I do expect that these shorts will cover up some and cause this thing to pop. And I'll be looking for a pop and drop tomorrow. Expect this thing to trade in more of a sideways motion, and looking at a lot of resistance area, right? The 42.40 is pretty tight. It's pretty close, so I'll ignore that for now. Coming up here, we have the VWAP area of today at 42.75 area. As you can see on this 30-minute chart, at 10:30, that was the lows. At 11:30, that was the lows. And then we snapped through finally, right? And it stayed under. So VWAP area, very interesting over here. On the 5-minute chart, you'll see it better. And of course, the $43 mark as well. So basically, we have a whole resistance zone that I'll be watching and see if the stock will get stuffed around this area. If it doesn't get stuffed, expect it to run a little bit more, perhaps even this 43.25 as well. So a lot of resistance up top. So I don't anticipate this thing, if it does run, I'm not anticipating it to run really fast, and it will give some prime shorting opportunities as well. One could long, I mean, taking a look at the last time it dumped hard, right? today was like a $3 move. So looking at this day on September 3rd, that was a $3 move as well, right? With a mass down move, the next day it gapped up, came down, leaked through the bottom a little bit, and then got bought right back up and finished back up to about 50% of what it's lost. So this is the area that I'll be looking for it to finish tomorrow, around the 43.25 areas. But I mean, if it holds the 42 all day pre-market, uh, look for a quick dip to leak, get these shorts out or get the longs out real quick, and then a quick bounce. That would be the first move. A few good scenarios here. We got a nice relative volume here. Let me check real quick on LYFT what the relative volume is. It's 1.79, and then we got the average true range of 2.30. So yeah, I do like LYFT. If tomorrow I can catch the top or in and around the top, I do want to short this as a swing trade, and that would be new on the list. So we went through Nike, LYFT, and work. I am looking also at ROKU. Very interesting here. Sitting a little bit underneath the 105 area. We know 106 was key from yesterday. Okay, so taking a look at 106 right now and the 105 area, and we'll decide what it does tomorrow. The volume is still good, but it's look like it's kind of found the bottom here. I want to see it test the highs or the yesterday's closing price here. The opening price? Yeah, I want to see it test the opening price at 108.40 here, and see if it gets stuffed. 108.40. So right here on the 30-minute chart, we have the 50 EMA. Okay, so look for it to come back up a little bit and perhaps get stuffed from here. So that's ROKU. Netflix is still pulling hard 5 days in a row. Don't know where the bottom is, but what I've noticed is that this stock trades like in $3 ranges at a time, right? So if I take a look at this area to this area, this is 262 and 259. That's $3. Okay, and then I look at this area to this area. This is 256 and 253, so that's $3. So it trades in like $3 ranges, right? Here 262, 259, 256, 253. What's the next $3 down? 250, right? So looking at 250, see if it can catch itself at 250, and if it does, then a sign of capitulation pattern that I'll be looking for a bounce play here because it's so overextended to the downside. Definitely not going to size in until it really confirms, so I'll use some sort of a starter size once it gets there. With that said, I mean, now that we know 256 played well today as a resistance, right? Also this 259, so we have some nice resistance and support areas marked off here, and we'll just play the $3 ranges on Netflix. That's basically it for my watch list this evening. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Also, I mean, you can also watch the past few watch lists and see the other stocks that I talked about. Those are still by all means in play. I just don't mention them because I will be keeping those on the side to watch as well. So a lot of plays for tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.